And I just said that all muted, so you didn't hear it. Okay, so what I said is, sorry guys, I got distracted looking at curse stones because they actually sells them. And then, that's not my game. And then I had to put Wong down for his nap. Yeah. I'm tired too. All right, let's see. Well, weren't we working on her end to find them? I guess this time, let's do this. Scarcely any leads to follow. I know you were supposed to be finding that record of Faith Yin Squirrel thing, but it sure would be nice if we had more of a lead to work with. Right now, our only option is to try and trace the bloodline of the Onmyoji Seimen Tsuchi Mikado to today. But he's not a legitimate descendant of his family, so the library doesn't have anything about it. And since we've got nothing so far, we find ourselves here. Oh, we're by Hihaku Soaps. So this is the Hihaku Soaps headquarters. So we're thinking that one of the high-ranking people here is most likely the mastermind. Chairwoman Yamamori, was it? Wait, are chairwomen high-ranking? Isn't the most important person at a company the president? I'm not sure, but she's definitely an important person. Even if we're able to meet with her, what do we talk with her about? We can't just waltz in there and ask her if she knows about the yin scroll out of nowhere. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained, as they say. Oh, is that your working style, Mio? Well, whenever I find myself out of options, I usually just jump right into the thick of it. Oh, if you're scared, I don't mind going in by myself. Scared? As if. Think of me as your trusty bodyguard. Oh, that hair flip, man. I don't mind going big and taking a chance. Oh, yeah, there's the Yako I know. There were a bunch of police cars speeding by here earlier. I wonder if something's happened. Must be. I've seen a few police officers and they looked like they were on edge. Could Inspector Tsumi have let that Nejima escape and everyone scrambling to find him? Oh, after all the effort we put into gathering information, that would be unfortunate. That's exactly what happened. Wow, Yako, you called it. Let's make sure. Okay, guys, you know what we're looking for. I don't see any bird stickers. Do you? But yes, that's what I'm looking for, are the bird stickers. Because they give me clues for all of them, but I don't think this one is one of the clues I got. That's all I got. Now, shall we? Those are our choices to go inside and wait. All right, let's give this a shot. Excuse us. Looks like we're out of luck. Who knew that you would need an appointment months in advance to meet a chairwoman? Turns out she's super duper important. Even the receptionist gave us a cold shoulder after realizing we're just students. Maybe her private secretary would hear us out, but they seem to be out at the moment. In that case, the time to break in. Partying instantly didn't work out. At this point, there might be nothing more we can do. If Hihaku was no good, I don't know if we have any other options. Oh, Mio, what about that one guy? The one Inspector Tsutsumi checked with. I forget his name. Oh, right. Apparently he never heard from Nakagoshi. Not that we have a way of contacting him directly anyways. We just have to leave a message with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau's messenger and hope it reaches him. He's always the one who contacts me, and even then it's only instructions. Well, I guess we're in a tight spot then. What is it? That person coming this way. Hey, look who it is. What, that tall guy? Do you know him? Yeah, from a little while back. Yumioka-san, over here. Oh. You're Gamioto's manager, Yumioka-san. Yes? Good to see you again. Kurosuzu-san. I don't know what voice did I give him before? I don't even remember. It's been so long. What a coincidence running into you here. Gamioto. Yumioka? He's been trying to avoid contact with Mio since he noticed it was her. Something's fishy. I guess it's good that I was still out here. You know him, Mio? Yeah, from a job a while back. Oh, I can look at her. Like, he's a little too nervous for just running into an acquaintance. Any stickers? Dude, I'm just looking for stickers, man. Just what kind of person is this guy? How have things been since we last met? If she just stays with her training, she won't have to rely on cheating people anymore. Yes, she's been keeping at it. Cheating people? Okay, talk to her again, yeah. You've got to tell me what happened. A case from a while back. A family overseeing a reliquary came to us saying they were being investigated by someone suspicious. Investigated? A psychic named Gamudo Suigen suddenly showed up. She said that she had a premonition that something terrible would happen and had to exorcise the temple immediately. Sounds like a cover for a burglary. After they notified the police, I was dispatched there by Paranormal Affairs. I inspected the place myself but didn't see anything wrong, so I sent them away. He acted as Gamyoto's manager during the case. That is pretty suspicious. Apparently, she was looking for something there, but I told her that's no excuse for fraud and sent her off with a scolding. And honestly, Gamyoto didn't even have much spirit sense to speak of, which soured my mood on the whole thing. Right, so she's one of those types then. Well, she's involved in all kinds of stuff, so may at least be knowledgeable about paranormal stuff. But essentially, she's one of those fraudulent psychics that are so common nowadays. Okay, so I guess I have no choice but to talk to him. If you have no further business with me, then I'll be on my... Oh, before you go, Kamyoto seemed to know a lot about the paranormal objects. It would be a huge help if we could ask her about something. And what might that be? Is she familiar with an ancient text called the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll? Or anything about the descendants of an onmyoji named Tsuchimikado Seimen? I beg your pardon? Kurosuzu-san, how do you... So you do know about it. I see. If that's what you're after, then that means... Hold it! Don't tell me you're trying to snatch up some innocent squirrel girls this time. Stop right there. I don't know whose voice that is. Huh? Oh! If it isn't Yomioka, what a pleasure to see you again. What? Chozawa Mayu, what are you doing here? Huh? Chozawa? This investigator here helped me out. You really did a number on me. What do you know? We just so happen to have some business with Hihaku ourselves. Why don't you join us? You can do that much for us, can't you? You work for Hihaku after all. Depending on how this conversation goes, I won't have to get the police involved. Huh? You work for Hihaku? What's going on? There's no way you can refuse, though, is there? You two young ladies must be involved as well. Would you care to join us? Oh, sure. Oh my god, what a weird reunion. Right, that's where they were headed. I made them so they could save her. Now that we've got a big group gathered. Quite the view, isn't it? How long can you play dumb with this many people lined up and wanting answers from you? You'd better just give in and come clean with everything you know. I just get to look at people. Come on, man. I want to see stickers. Well, let's look at client. She was only introduced as the investigator's client. She's cool. It feels like we wouldn't stand a chance against a full-grown woman like her. But Mio is amazing too. Keeping her cool at a time like this? She must be used to dealing with adults by now. We were introduced briefly earlier, but this flashy-looking guy is a private investigator. Thought they were only like that in TV shows, but I guess they're pretty intense in real life too. She's Chozao Mayu, the fiance of Yoshimi Hajime, the police officer. I'll have to talk to her about Hitomi later. He's clearly shaken up by all this. Feels like he's desperately racking his brain for a way to get out of this. It's almost hard to watch. Okay, I don't know who to talk to first. Wow, seeing a bunch of adults surround another adult like this is pretty wild. Excuse me, I had no idea that Gamuro was connected with Hihaku. So I'd like to just ask. Was it Yamamori-san from Hihaku who obtained the Record of Fates and passed it on to Araishi? No, that was not the case. Oh, my mistake. Was it Gamuru Suiden's doing that? No, it was not. We first learned of the Record of Fates from Araishi-san. It was then that Yamamori-san gained an interest and extended a contract to compensate him in return for his research and findings. Then, who was it that activated the Feast of Shadows to call for the curse of the Seven Mysteries? I give you my word that we had no part in that. We had learned from Araishi beforehand that something would happen at midnight last night. That is all. Hey, there's no way that's true. Stop lying. I must ask that you please refrain from violence. No, punch him. Do it. Hold on, Yako. It's all right. The minute I learned that Gamuro was none other than the queen of Hihaku herself, I felt that was the case. She doesn't have strong enough spirit sense for it. Oh, gotcha. Well, it is somewhat shameful. If you require proof, then so be it. What, so the talk of supernatural powers was just hot air? I don't think she has zero spirit sense, but even Yako here has more than her. I do? Also, the spirit power lingering in this park has been bothering me for quite some time. The person who died here must have had considerably powerful spirit sense. If they were a Hihaku employee, then maybe they should have been the one running things. To think Okuye Shogo was so talented. At any rate, Hihaku wasn't the mastermind behind exposing the Record of Fates to the world and initiating the Feast of Shadows. I think we can be sure about that. All right. I don't want to talk to these strangers, man. And you know about the Records of Fate Yin's girl, too, don't you? If you were researching the Rite of Resurrection and the Record of Fates, then you must have looked into the Yin's girl as well. That's right. The Record of Fates alone wasn't enough to learn how to collect soul dregs. I'm sure you looked into many things on your own, but how much do you actually know? who and where Tsuchimikado Seimon's descendants are? Were you able to find that sort of information with Gamyoto's connections?
I can't reveal that.
Oh, same thing. All right, I guess we'll talk to Mayu next then. I'll cut to the chase then. Are you the ones who killed Yoshimi Hajime?
No, we did not.
Don't try and play dumb now. If not, then who?
That much I don't know. While it is true that we were after information he possessed, he was killed by someone else before we could acquire it. Which forced us to target you instead, Chozawa-san.
And that's why you forced me to talk and why I ended up with this curse, huh?
Indeed, though I never thought you would escape.
Well, it took a couple of miracles, but yeah, I got out. And just what information did Hajime have that you wanted? You really think you can get away without answering now?
But
now then, I've come to hand over the Haunting Clapper's curse stone like I promised. A curse stone?
Thank you. I have to admit, I'm surprised that you're a man of your word.
But first I got some questions about the curse stones you already have.
What exactly do you want to know?
Earlier you said that Hihaku have collected 6 curse stones already. 6? I'd like to confirm which of the 7 mysteries they correspond to.
And why do you need to know that?
Because I don't trust you, of course. If you really collected them like you said, you'd have no problem saying which curse stones they are, right?
First, the Whispering Canal.
Good. And what else?
Chozawa Mayu over there has the beckoning light.
Yep, you were the one who made sure I got it. What? Fortunately for you, I don't feel like handing it over. So I don't think it counts as one of yours. Good to know. Anyway, do continue.
Next is the Everlasting Bird, which we gave to Araishi Hideki.
So you consider that one of Hihaku's in? Whatever, we'll worry about that later. That's 3. What about the others?
Well, the others are the Foot Washing Mansion and the Evergreen Beach.
What?
And lastly, the Fool's Procession, if I recall.
So you claim. How about it, mademoiselle? That's wrong. Those 3 are with Inspector Tsumi. I gave the Fool's Procession to myself, so I know he's wrong. There you have it. Too bad for you, pal. If our agreement was founded on lies, then I have no duty to hand over my curse stone like I'd promised. Meaning the only curse stone you have is the Whispering Canal. And it inevitably follows that you used it to kill that young man at Kinshibori Park. Such a horrible act into your own employee, no less.
No, there you are mistaken. To be entirely frank with you, we do not possess a single curse stone.
What?
We plan to collect soul drugs using any method available to us, of course, as we needed the right, but committing murder ourselves was too much of a risk. We intended on having others collect the soul drugs for us.
Is that so?
Therefore, I myself have no soul drugs in my possession. It was our plan to arrange for particularly greedy individuals to receive the curses.
What?
It is possible Okie Shogo came to possess the Whispering Canal because of that, but by the time I became aware of this, he was already dead.
I don't believe you. Are you really trying to talk your way out of this now? Or do you really want me to believe a Hihaku employee was cursed by complete coincidence?
That is the truth, whether you believe me or not. It must have been someone else entirely who took Ukie Shogo's stone and killed him. I have no idea whatsoever whose hands the Whispering Canal is in now, nor where they may be.
Oh, could it really be? Then it wasn't Hihaku who put the idea of Nijima Fumichika's
hid to get a curse stone either? What? Are you playing GBO? Nejima, the only ones we've negotiated with are Awai and Araishi. Interesting. Excuse me, but doesn't that mean you don't know the locations of the remaining curse stones either? There's one that hasn't been mentioned. What about the Taiko of Sugaru? That's the one I think Tsutsumi's daughter has. Ooh, good question, my mysterious mademoiselle. I'm afraid we have no information in that regard either. Have you heard about curse stones? Enough about curse stones? I have nothing else to tell you. He did give us a lot of information. Fine, I'll let somebody else ask something for now. Excuse me, Mr. Investigator? What is it, mademoiselle? Would you be willing to give up the curse stone you have? Well, you don't get to steal my fries. I already ate them. Ah, yes, you have a point. They're too dangerously to carelessly walk around within one's pocket. However, sorry to disappoint you. That's not possible at this moment. And why is that? Ah, you don't know, do you? Then I'll tell you and your friend from Hihaku over here. I doubt any of you have attempted it yet. But it seems that curse stones cannot be given to normal people. Huh? What? I actually tested it with the madame here earlier. Even if you give the curse stone to someone else, the curse bearer doesn't change and the stone eventually makes its way back to the bearer. It's almost obvious when you think about it, seeing as how curse stones appear to curse bearers of their own accord to begin with. But Inspector Tsutsumi has collected curse stones from other curse bearers. Then Inspector Tsutsumi must be a curse bearer himself. She didn't know that? I thought we knew that. So what you're saying, curse stones can only be transferred between curse bearers? Obtaining a curse stone alone doesn't make someone a curse bearer, so they can't use its curse. Exactly, so they aren't quite as dangerous as you think. As for Hihaku's intention of just collecting the curse stones for themselves, fortunately for them, it was never going to work unless there was a curse bearer among them. That damn Orochi. How could he not know this? That must be why I sensed I couldn't take Yako's curse stone. Returned it right away when I borrowed it from her earlier. That's precisely how it works, my mysterious mademoiselle. I'll give mine directly to Inspector Tsutsumi later. If you know Inspector Tsutsumi, then I think that's best. Thank you. Okay, that was all his talk. We haven't talked to the madame. Give me a water first. I'm hydrating first. Excuse me. Are you all new to this? Are you new to all of this too? Oh, I guess I'm just kind of tagging along. Me too. Let's make sure not to get in the way, shall we? Right. So she's not gonna say anything. That's right. They still have us thinking he has it, not her. Then would you prefer I expose to the public how Gamioto is a fraud with almost zero spirit sense? Fine, I understand. Okay, he'll answer Mio now. From the results of our independent research, I found that Tsuchi Mikado's Seimon's descendant was Yoshimi Hajime. What? So that's why you went after Hajime. However, Yoshima Hajime was only carrying a fragment of the whole. A fragment? That's right. He did say something about a fragment of an old manuscript. The location of the Yin scroll was hidden. This information was split into two and hidden in a pair of talismans, which were passed down from generation to generation.
Ah, talismans! I see.
Yoshimi Hajime was supposed to have one, but it was almost certainly stolen when he was killed. It's possible that he knew the location of the other as well.
So that's why you questioned me about the things he'd inherited. That girl Hajime had been helping recently must have had it then. Oh, Michio's talisman.
Yes, Shiraishi Michio was also likely a descendant of Tsuchimikado Seiman.
What?
The talisman she carried as a keepsake from her father. We searched for it based on Chozawa-san's memories. However,
Shiraishi Michio was already dead.
Yes, by coincidence, she happened to be closely connected to Mr. EY, so we began an investigation there.
But he was already dead too, leaving you in a quandary. I see. Mio, if we can get both the talismans. Yep, we'll know the location of the record of Fate's Yin scroll. Wow, sometimes the answer is right under your nose. Sometimes those answers are the hardest to find. Wow. No, that's the same thing. Oh, he just pants at me, I guess. Yako, let's keep quiet about the location of the talismans for now, okay? Ah, right. No need for Yomioka to know. That was a close one. I almost let it slip. Okay, I think that's about all we have to ask him. We'll let you off for today since you went along with all our questions nicely. Pleasure working with you. We're done here.
But the information you have.
The hell are you whining about? I said we're done, so scram. That's our own business as well, so I shall be bidding you all farewell. Yes, right. Excuse me, Mr. Investigator. Please don't forget about that curse stone. Don't you fret. I'll hand it over to Inspector Tsutsumi like I promised. I'm glad I didn't end up having to give it to that Yomioka. Let's take our leave, madame. With this, we'll be freed from this troublesome curse ourselves. That lady and the investigator. We should keep an eye on them. Agreed. Really? Why? I think they're up to something. Just my intuition, but still. Yeah, I wonder what investigator really wanted out of all this. If his goal is getting information about the curse stone, then this might be bad. Oh, right. I've got one of those curse stones too. The beckoning light. Oh, right. If you wouldn't mind, would you give it to Inspector Tsutsumi without using it? Yeah, sure. If you introduce me to the cop, that is. Feel like if I keep carrying it around with me, I'll start getting some weird ideas too. I just remembered, Mayu, I have something important to tell you. Whoa, what's all the yelling all of a sudden? You know a girl named Okuda Hitomi, don't you? Really? Hitomi has Hajime's talisman? Yes, he entrusted it to her in a panic just before his death. He sensed an imminent crisis closing in on him, but Hitomi was the only one around that he could ask for help. That's so. I'm sorry she got left with such a big responsibility. That must mean that Hajime got killed by somebody who was after the talisman. But since he gave it to someone else, they couldn't steal it like they wanted. I'll have to thank Hitomi for that. I also think it's going to be hard for us to get her to give up the talisman. Yeah, you may be right. Was Hajime's dying request to her. So you tuned in the talisman for something? Yeah. Personally, I'd like to use the talisman as bait. Then I could get my hands on that bastard that killed Hajime. Please, I promise we'll uncover the mastermind behind this all. They probably have supernatural abilities at their disposal. Please leave them to us. Yeah, we'll catch him. Don't you worry. Well, look at that. You've got that look in your eyes. That look that young people get that says they'll get something done no matter what it takes. How am I supposed to say no to that? You go and find them and give them what they deserve for what they did to my Hajime. You hear? We will. I'm pretty mad at them myself. If punches work on them, I'll give them a good one. Haha, now that I can get behind. I'll leave it to you two. Now then, your next move should be find. He told me and get that talisman. Though, isn't there one more talisman that you need? Right, but we've got a pretty idea of where to find the one Michio had is. We'll have to check with Inspector Tsutsumi about that. We should go back to the school and call him. You got it. Okay, I'll head to the high school now and wait for you there. Perfect. It's a visual novel point and click thing. Oh, okay. That was a lot of different voices. Sorry, they weren't as dramatic as usual. I really like this story so far, though. Did we do everything on his? I think so, right? The fact that it's still like that means they're still inactive. But yeah, I think we gotta do something else first. We've received an update on the situation. The 56-year-old male suspect who announced his intent to commit mass murder in Sumida City today had taken a woman hostage and gone on the run, but was found by the police in a park in Sumida after 4 p.m. and confirmed dead. The weapon the suspect was said to possess was nowhere to be found on site, and its whereabouts are currently unknown. Furthermore, the female hostage was not present, and the search for her continues. Interesting. If it's being reported on the news, then that leads credence to her story. Well then, how should I proceed? Is this what it's like to be rushing to one's doom? Oh my god, she's with us. I forgot we were hiding her. He was quite shaking up just moments ago, but he seems better now. You'd think it would be harder for him to keep his cool. Yeah, he does look weird. I wonder what her intentions are. How is she able to act like nothing happened? Is this just how girls are these days? Yeah, so this is Tsumi's daughter. We did confirm that. I think she has the Taiko of Sugaru. Anyways, I should ask about her side of the story. Yeah, you should. Stop looking at me. Well, it's just like I said, right? The female hostage mentioned on the news just now. That must have been you. Which means you killed Nejima with your own curse stone. Well, you said you'd give me refuge, so I came to take you up on that offer. What are you planning? Me? Well, obviously. I'm on to my last resort. So, you're a curse bearer with a curse stone too, right? Are you surprised? Yes, I have a curse stone of my own. It's the Taiko of Sugaru. Called it. Then why go after other people's curse stones? Because killing people is bad, you know? Don't you think so too? You're right. It's wrong to kill people for the sake of resurrection. Right? And it's not even one for one, so it's hardly a fair exchange. Either way, that's why I wanted to only use soul drugs gathered by others. But that didn't work out in the end. No one had the backbone to use their curse. The world's gone soft. With no one mercilessly using their curse in pursuit of their own goals, I had to take matters into my own hands. I heard Namagaki, that young man you were with, used his curse stone too. Huh? How did you know about that? Eek, creepy much? Are you stalking me? I might have heard it from a detective I know. Ugh, there it is, cops. Bet you know a bunch. I know your type, people who boast just because they know a couple of cops. But the police is filled with nothing but scum. My, you seem to hold quite a grudge against the force. Speaking of, this guy's really creeping me out. What's the deal with him anyways? You gonna explain? Even the way he moves is all weird and exaggerated. Right. I haven't introduced myself yet. Um, no thank you. She doesn't want to talk to Richter at all. I mean, look at him. I can understand it. She only wants to talk to Haruhi. That's funny. Well then. No, she's just going to say the same. Let me introduce myself. It's hard to talk as strangers. Is it? And are you okay with telling me who you are? Well, I won't stop you. Do as you please. Well, I'm Shigema Haruhi, and this is my house. My father and husband are both with the police. Is that so? Then you know cops are just the worst people, right? Well, there are certainly many who are called, especially with their own family. In a police family, one is always expected to just grin and bear it, no matter what happens. God, I know, right? What a relief you understand. I think we might get along. Oh, well, I'm glad then. I'm Richter Kai, private investigator. Ugh, did I ask? But you're an investigator. So your job is to sneak around and follow people to pry into their secrets, right? Oh, is that why you keep probing me with all these questions? Ew. Guess there's not much I can do to change that terrible impression you got of me. Hey, lady, why are you working with this dude? I asked him to look into something for me. Really? It's just that he keeps looking this way. Dude, who else is he gonna look at? It's kind of funny seeing him just like not out here. Isn't your father a police officer as well? That man is not my father, not in name or deed. Sounds like there's some bad blood there. I've already legally cut all ties. He even had the nerve to act all high and mighty today and still refused to help me. You met him today? Yes, today. Remember that Chief Susumi who was chasing Nejima? Well, that's him, my dad. What? You're his daughter? Former daughter. I've cut ties. He's never acted like a father, so he doesn't deserve the title. You know, I heard something about that Nejima guy. Apparently he wanted to get revenge on Chief Inspector Tsutsumi before his arrest by going after his daughter. What? Wait, really? And I heard the police have been searching nonstop to take you into protective custody. So that explains why the police were stalking out your place, too. Man, how could I have known that? They came in such intimidating numbers. Wait, hold on a minute. Doesn't that mean that Nejima was specifically after my life today? That sounds about right. Good thing you got out unscathed, or rather managed to turn the tables on him. Oh, that means legally speaking it was self-defense. But that's truly was quite frightening. To think I'd have to go through this just for being related to a cop. It's a disgrace. It truly is to cause their own child such trouble. I'm sorry. It's okay. You're not the one that needs to apologize, lady. I'm sorry. It just reminded me of what happened to my son. Your son? What happened? My child was also kidnapped and murdered in order to enact revenge against the police, you see. What? How awful. That's terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. Now that you say it, I do remember hearing about an incident like that years ago. Must have been last year, oops. Your son, huh? My condolences. So, what were we talking about again? Oh, right. Namagaki Utaro. He's no good, honestly. Such a wuss, I had to spur him on so many times for him to even use those curves. And even then he was pissing his pants. And just when I take my eyes off him, he hands over his curse stone to someone. Honestly, he's a disappointment. So that's what happened. Which is why I figured I had to do it myself if I wanted it done right, you know? That's my last resort, collecting soul drags on my own. So, when you were taken hostage by Nejima, you used the curse stone in the gardens and swiftly made your getaway? Well, yeah. I didn't really have time to think on it. At the time, I only thought about how to get out of there. Then, what about now? Could you use it again? Your curse stone? Well, the curse stone doesn't respond during the day, but it's evening now. So I tried using this curse stone just now, and yep, it seems I activated it. What? What? You're using it right now? Might still be a little weak. I guess it's not supposed to be used repeatedly. But I think I could get it to work once more. Oh, that's so. Sure is. So I'll give you a final warning. It already started, so be careful. That's Tsumi's daughter, who has the type of Sugaru that pummels people to death. It started? What started? The cursive calls. All that's left is for the conditions to be fulfilled. Okay, what are the conditions? I don't remember. Do we know? Or do I have to die here and then go back and see it? Hers is... Huh. I wonder what it's going to be then. Huh? I hadn't even considered it. Would it be possible to use my stone as well now? If it's already active, does that mean we'll die the second we trip her conditions? Proclamation means she thinks I'm a curse bearer. Did she find out? Or is this some trick to get me to admit it? Calm down, ma'am. If you're using a curse, one would target a curse bearer. She activated her curse? The curse stones can be used already. Let my guard down. I didn't think it could be used this early in the evening. Ma'am, please calm down. What should I do? Should I keep her talking? Hello, howdy. No, instead about that, talking about that, how about we talk about why you're so shaking? So I thought you have a curse stone too. You're a curse bearer, aren't you, lady? Ah, there we go. Oh, is hers lying? Ma'am, did she fill the conditions? She sure did. Okay, it's time for a beatdown. Geez, why did you hide it now of all times? I wouldn't have come if you weren't a curse bearer. Oh, I got her dead. Arg, stop! Too bad. She's already dead. This is horrific. I'll be taking her curse stone. What? Huh? All the hunting clever needed was a source of fire? That was a close one. Now then, what will you do, Mr. Investigator? You're not a curse bearer, so I don't have any reason to kill you. But I won't show you mercy if you're going to try to capture me. So what will it be? I still don't know how our curse works. It's too risky to move. Your employer's dead anyways, so there's no reason for you to go to your way to arrest me, right? I could still do my duty as a citizen and report you, you know. Oh, what a surprise. That's when you decide to suddenly choose the side of righteousness? She was after the same thing, you know. There's no clean hands when it comes to soul drags. Well, it looks like you don't have anything to say about that. I'll be taking my leave then. Bye-bye. So I can redo that one then, now that I know. Upon killing Shigema Haruo, a fellow curse bearer. Oh, she obtained more than enough soul drags for the right of resurrection. However, it turned out the resurrected somebody who died long ago required an even larger amount. Woo! To fulfill her heart's desire, she'd need to harvest more. So, she waited for the sun to set for when the Feast of Shadows effects were at its peak. This is one Hokusai, and she used a one-sided reed curse stone she had stolen from Nejima, which they proceeded to kill all those whose personal information she knew, starting with those who mattered least to her. Oh, it kills by dismemberment one whose face, address, name, occupation, location. So that's all you gotta know. Wow, that one's creepy. Many of them were random men, gullible and disposable, drawn in by the allure of a female university student. One noteworthy victim among them was Tsutsumi Tetsuo, who, being a curse bearer himself, was promptly targeted for his soul drugs. Tsumi's death threw the investigation efforts into disarray, allowing Ayame to evade capture. Afterwards, she acquired various registers and phone books and systematically killed the people listed in them. Unsuspecting victims could be safe at home, only to suddenly have their limbs severed. Strange X shook society to its core. Did she ever do it? We don't know. I would say it's more of a... With Death Note, you could pick a really... Like, if you didn't put a death, it was just heart attack. But hers always is dismemberment. Well, it's actually... Yeah, I mean, I was wondering. There had to have been something about knowing information on people. So, okay. Yeah, we'll skip it. But at least I got some information out of that. I know how to beat both of those now. But all things come must end, and so in time, the killing stopped. Sometime after the killings, a modern-day genius female ukiyo artist burst onto the art scene. Oh, so she met him. She introduced herself as a mysterious mad paintress, and her fame grew quickly. She presented one credible work after another. She's stealing his stuff, isn't she? There's music in the game. Is it not being heard? It probably... Damn it. I know why. Because it wasn't set on the right thing. Praised as the modern reincarnation of Katsushika Hokusai, she quickly made her own mark on history. So yeah, she just brought him back. Hey, we got the fourth ending. I just want to get all the endings too. Yeah, you can't hear. Well, right now there's nothing. But yeah, I had it set for the wrong one. Okay, so now I know what to do with that. Maybe I needed to go further back than that. Shit. Yes, I am. I'm sure you've already noticed. Well, about that, well, yeah, around last night, it was a little too obvious. Judging by your dress, I'm guessing you've got the haunting clappers? Yes, that's right. There's a lot of soul drugs on the table for killing a curse bearer, you know. I'm well aware. Did you get soul drugs when he killed Nejima? Of course, his curse stone already contains some soul drugs as well. I think killing one more curse bearer will be enough for the rite. You can combine soul drugs across silver stone? Correct. All it needs is a prerequisite amount. As long as you've got it, doesn't seem to matter where you got them from. I see. Then, you won't mind if I took them, right? My lady. You're quite motivated, aren't you? Ma'am. Your father, Chief Inspector, I met him not too long ago. Oh, really? He came off a little stiff and awkward. Ha, there's a surprise. But there was something charming about his seriousness, and it seemed like he cared about his daughter. Ugh, please cut it out. It's gross. You don't know a thing about us. Outsiders shouldn't butt into another family's affairs. Though he may well be a stranger to me now. Even if you've cut legal ties, you are still related by blood. Huh? We're not related at all. Huh? He probably thought that I never noticed it, but it wasn't hard for me to figure out that I wasn't related to them by blood. So you were adopted. Well, I got curious, so I looked into it. It was all pretty straightforward. I was a baby when they took me in. All they did was raise me. That's pretty much parenting. My mother first got pregnant shortly after she married. But it was a stillbirth. The whole affair left a deep wound on her heart. My father couldn't bear to see it. So it was for her sake that he did it. I was a substitute, a replacement for the child she lost. He decided that all by himself. He didn't discuss it? Maybe he was trying to be thoughtful. So any baby would have been fine, as long as it could have been comforted the woman who hoped to become a mother. Putting it in such a way, it's not easy to raise a child. My mother was bewildered, wouldn't you be, after being told to raise a baby that wasn't your own? She couldn't just abandon the baby either. Yet my father just left everything to my mother and never lent a hand. He's so damn selfish. The two of them grew apart. I watched them and tried to figure out how to understand each other, and the sight of it disgusted me. It was a messed up family, I tell you. Well, I guess my present was to blame for the rift to begin with. You shouldn't say that. I know he's bad at expressing himself and has his work, but still, that shouldn't be an excuse. Knowing all that, I couldn't take it anymore. It just made me want to hurry up and leave home and live on my own. I still rely on him for tuition and allowance, but that much is normal for most kids, right? I don't want him to start acting like he's my father now just because he's doing the minimum. I'm sorry to hear that. It sounds like it was tough for all of you. Do I have the information on her? What is the actual trigger on her curse? I think it's... I guess it doesn't, even though we know it. Huh. I'm sorry. You're right. It's not my place to talk about your family. Well, I may have said too much. I think I spilled all that when I don't even know what the conditions are. Could it be that we're talking about had something to do with the activation conditions for the haunting clappers? Who knows? What is your wish, Ayame? Is it really to resurrect Hokusai Katsushika? Yes, there's no life that holds more value than his. Including my own. You're saying you'd be willing to die if it meant bringing Hokusai back to life? Not all life is equal. At least, not to me. Life that can birth art with power to move hearts is infinitely more worthy. Compared to that, the life of someone like me, someone that can produce a thing, has no value. That's unhinged. I'm still young. It's the age for wild thoughts. I'm not sure. Because resurrecting him, we don't know how the resurrection process works. We know the one guy tried with black magic and got a baby, which I'm guessing is her, actually. But aren't you the same as me? What? You've got a life more important than your own. A life you consider more important than lives of others. That's what you're doing it all for, isn't it? You're right. I always thought she was just stealing them. If I can save my son, I couldn't care less about my life or the lives of others. Who's unhinged now? I'm a mother. It is what it is. Dang, the feelings of a proper parent are something else. I don't know if I want to kill her. I mean, I might have to, because she's kind of crazy. And I don't want to die. What was the name of that guy? The girl? No, not that one. Shino. Dude, we don't know what Shino looks like. I just wonder if she's Shino. How did you kill Fumichika Nejima? I'm not telling you. I only asked because it does concern me. He was one of the reasons my child was kidnapped. There's not much to say. We talked and he cleared the conditions for my son. Did he show any signs of remorse over his past crimes? It didn't feel like he did, no. I see. The world is full of trash men, I tell you. I agree. Richter. But if that's your wish, then what do you plan on doing if you don't get your wish? Oh, I haven't thought about that. I might just keep on trying to bring Hokusai back some other way. You really are obsessed. You and Hihaku's chairwoman might be cut from the same cloth. Who's that? She's like an all-powerful vortex of obsession turned to yokai-level proportions. You're saying I'll end up like her? Are you looking forward to such a future? I'd rather not have to wait till I'm old and creaking. I want it to happen now. I'll put my life on the line for Hokusai. Okay. In a way, I guess you could say you put a stop to Nejima's mass murder schemes. About that. There's no guarantee that I won't do it myself. Huh? I picked up his curse stone of the one-sided reed. It really is something else. Fortunately, I can't use a curse stone that's not mine until it's late at night. Really? Are you okay with telling me that? How silly of me. I let that slip. Teehee. Do you smoke? Well, a little. Feel free to smoke if you want to, please. I'm okay. I don't see any ashtrays put out on display either. Does no one smoke in this family? A little rare, isn't it? Nobody in my family does. Then why'd you ask me if I did all of a sudden? Well, Listen, Ayame. I have something to ask you. No. The answer is no. The curse in your possession, I'm not giving it up. You're right. We're both made of stronger stuff than that. You're not giving it up. And neither am I. You know full well, right? There's no room left for negotiation here. You're right, there's not. I guess time to use my curse. Did you try to use your curse just now? Oh. When did? Then if it's source of fire is a condition of your stone, you won't see me falling for it now. It's your chance with all the chatter. You needed to do was activate your curse first. Brought everything Nojime had, including the lighter he was holding. But it's over now. Well, I got another death then. Yes, I can see. With your curse on him, you're out of options. Might be possible for investigator to pin me down by force, but he's not going to do that, is he? Correct. I won't take that risk. Not while your curse conditions are unknown. Coward. I came to kill you and acquire your soul drugs, but after hearing you out, I got a question for you. Why didn't you just give up on the right of resurrection? Huh? You said it was your son, right? The one you want to bring back? But haven't you done enough? I'm sure your son is content knowing you've cared for him this much. I'm truly willing to die to resurrect Hokusai, but you can't say the same, right? If you're going to bring your son back, you have to be alive as well, right? In fact, what you really want is for both of you to live, right? Yes. Well, even if you both live to see it, your son would grow up knowing that you are knowing you for who you are, someone who still lives with others to bring him back. You'd be putting the burden of shouldering all those life sacrifices for him on his little shoulders. No, but she knows, she doesn't have morals, but she knows Haruhi does. Are you really okay with that? You didn't even think about that. Then what you're doing is not for your son. It's for yourself. Aren't you just bringing him back to fulfill your own desires? That's not... Ma'am, what she's saying may be harsh, but holds a kernel of truth. Don't reduce yourself to nothing but a mother who would sacrifice anything for her son. But that's not... To discover the truth behind his kidnapping. Next, you should take some time to come to understand your own feelings. Yeah, Mother was a good movie. I'll help you every step of the way. Getting to the heart of things is what an investigator does. Are you flirting? What will you do? Ma'am? If you relinquish your curse stone to a curse bearer, you'll no longer be a curse bearer. You won't be a target anymore. Time to make a new kid? Oh my god. Would it have his hair? I almost given you a chance. Think hard in, then give your answer. Can I give it to someone else instead? I want to give it to Tsutsumi. Get out of here. Oh, thank you. Forgot you had mod stuff too. What do you guys think? Should we give it up or not give it up? Thank you, Wong. Oh my god. Does she? All she wants to do is bring back a painter. She kills her dad for that, dude. And her dad is a good person. He is actually a good person. I guess I'll try and see what happens. Very well. Here. Thanks. Glad you could see reason. Ma'am, you made the right choice. Dang, you really didn't collect any soul drags, huh? I promised myself that if I ever used it, it would only be once. But in the end, it didn't come down to numbers. So they only need to be carrying a flame? That seems pretty practical. Well, I'll be taking my leave then. There's no point in going after your soul drugs, so I'm off to the next curse bearer. Do you know who remains? You speak as if you've already figured it out. I've got a pretty good idea from our talk. What will you do? Do you plan to stop me? It's not my place to intervene. All right, then. Hey, lady, can I borrow your phone? I don't mind. But who are you calling? Huh, the cops. I think it would be faster if I called them directly. So there is, I mean, obviously killing her is another one too. Is there something else we could do from this one? So it looks like there is. What if I don't look at her? Huh? Grah!
I'll slit your throat, you little shit.
Huh? What? Stay back, I'll shoot. Wait, stop. Don't actually shoot, you idiot.
See you around, dumb fucks.
Shit, he jumped. Oh, well, that takes her for not being a... Damn it. After him, don't let him get away. He didn't take a hostage that way. So if I don't notice my daughter... From HQ to all bureaus. Suspect evaded officers Kamada Bridge and fled and currently remains at large. The time at which he threatened to carry out his attack is approaching. In response, we will call in reinforcements and widen the search perimeter beyond the immediate Sumeda River area. Boss? Boss. Boss, I'm sorry. It's all my fault. If I only hadn't lost my nerve and opened fire. Enough. I told you already. It's on me. I should have told you to lower your weapon. Thinking that chasing him to the river would corner him was also a miscalculation. Sure, it's possible that right now he's sleeping with the fishes at the bottom of the river. Somehow I doubt things would be that easy. Do you think he can really kill hundreds of people? Yes, he can. No, him saying he already used his curse turned out to be a bluff. To believe he could kill hundreds at once, even with a curse stone, but all we can do is pray that he was lying. Wouldn't we be on his list too? Schiffer was only later discovered, killed by dismemberment when his face, address, name, age, occupation, location are all known by the curse bearer. Yeah, we knew that. So that day... So, oh, all the students. So each had one arm and one leg severed, one by one in the order they appeared in the school register. They bled to death while screaming in agony. He went after the students, having no known cause. But it was just the students. Information about the curses begin to spread. Serious unrelated incidents broke out, unleashing pandemonium all beyond all control. Well, there's another ending. It's uncertain whether it needs to go this far. It's also killed. Oh, and so she died then too. To quit the police force and fled from the public eye. And he, that's what's his proper satisfaction. The curtains close on. His ending, right? So I wonder if there's something else I can do at that one then too. Or if it always does have to just be Ayame runs away. What Najima went on to use his enormous hoard of soul drugs for remains unclear. To later reports, Najima just swam to his master, a woman called Shino? Lady Ashino. Okay, so yeah, I just hadn't cleared that. So I guess with her, the only one I haven't cleared then is to kill the other girl? I'm not going to tell her my name this time. That's why she didn't want our names. Oh, we have to do it no matter what? Damn. Huh? Ma'am, please think this through. Ah! Ah! Ma'am, why? It was the only way. Victor. Could we settle any outstanding tabs now? Yeah, sure. I just didn't have that ending yet. Or didn't do that yet. Some days later. Amamori, you got a moment? Of course. What is it, Mixer? I don't know who Amamori is. I was just curious. You heard of the legend of the mother who prayed to Sumida River and resurrected her dead child? What are you on about? The mother searched so desperately for her abducted child that she lost her mind. Her son was found dead in Sumida River, so she then built a mound and continued to pray there until her son somehow emerged from the mound, back from the dead. Or so the legend goes. I heard it's being adapted into a Noah play, too. Interesting, and? Well, it just had me thinking that legends really do exist. So sorry to ask again, but who are you? No. What are you on about? Is it a happy ending? I mean, I guess for her it is. And she, honestly, out of all the people trying to revive, she's one of the least bad ones. Like, still killing people. Oh, we got his sexy music back. Never mind. It's what it is. It is what it is. Welcome to my office. Might be small and dirty, but welcome. Come on, Ernestine. Say hello. What's that? A bird? That's it. Good girl. Oh, that boy over there? That must be... Hey, kid, I'm a private investigator. I worked with your mother not too long ago. What's that about? You want to be an investigator when you grew up, too? That's great. It's much better than becoming a police officer. Hey, Amamoy, don't you tell a kid to give up on his dreams. I think it's a great idea. Why don't you bring us all some tea instead? Ahem, pardon me. Let's start over. What brings you to my humble office today? It doesn't specifically say that. Yeah, there's something else I gotta do, which maybe it's something I get from here? No, but that makes no sense. Do I have to use a curse? I can't use a curse, right? I feel like there's still something else to do there. Because I gotta unlock this one. Unless it literally is, just do this. Technically, Haruo is married. Her husband's just gone all the time. Although I think she'd be better off with him. He'd just be a cougar then. Or, yeah. She'd be a cougar? I don't know.
Mr. Tsutsumi, this is Chozawa Mayu.
Ah, so you're the one. Assuming the police was looking for you. Glad to see you're all right.
Sorry, I shouldn't have told someone. I should have told someone I was okay. I was just so pissed off. Falling right into Hyaku's hands, I got myself into some deep shit.
Hyaku seems like they're up to something. To make sure they clean up their act once and for all. Get it? Because they sell soap. Oh my god, he's making dad jokes. Nice one, boss. You're really on top of your game today. Stop trying to make me feel better. I shouldn't have said anything. More importantly, Mayu, thank you for your cooperation with Yoshimi. We'll get to the bottom of it, I promise.
Oh, you must be Detective Ario. I heard a lot about you from Hajime. Be counting on you. Catch whoever this did, no matter what.
Mayu rushed to Hitomi's place and back for us. She's been trying to appear calm, but I'm pretty sure she still must be in shock. I think this is Yako's story. Yeah, that's the only one I can't see. Guys, it's time. Stickers. Stickers. It does tell me which ones they're in. Detective Ario was nice enough to get us something to drink earlier. Seeing a detective take time for little things like that helps put my mind at ease a little. Yeah, he's a good boy, don't worry. Bet he's making jokes and stuff at a time like this because he doesn't want to stress us out. I wonder if he's able to stay so calm because of experience or if he's just that kind of person. They've all but finished investigating the crime scene and the police have mostly left. But they're letting us use the school as our base of communications as per Inspector Tsusumi's request. Oh, I didn't look at Mio yet. I'm not sure why, but I feel fired up. Feels like we're close to the moment of truth. I think Mio feels the same.
Oh, Mr. Tsutsumi? I received a message from Paranormal Affairs earlier. It wasn't from Nagakoshi, but I had someone look into something for me.
So even the desk jockey's all lending a hand. Brings a tear to your eye. So what'd they say?
Right, about the Onmyoji woman who was in Edo at the time of the Honjo incident. She was a person of great beauty and discerning taste, but also shamelessly did whatever she wanted. It seemed to match the person seen in the resentful memory for the foot washing mansion.
Huh, so she must be the one who fought with Seiman over the right.
And they found out her name was
Ashino. Well, there's it is. So she revived. Oh. Interesting. Ashino, huh? What else?
That's all.
That's not much help.
Oh, but apparently she was quite the powerful Onmyoji. And she died bearing a similarly powerful resentment. It's possible that she became a vengeful spirit with a connection to the 7 mysteries.
A vengeful spirit.
If any descendants of Ashino or people otherwise closely aligned with her live today, there's a possibility that spirit awakened and possessed them.
Yeah, you mentioned before that spirits can possess people who are closely in sync with them.
Though this, of course, doesn't mean the spirit houses her complete personality. Her resentment, her spare part, those are the parts of her that would have the strongest influence.
Since Seimon's descendants are still around in the present, it wouldn't be surprising if Ashino's were too. They might just be desk jockeys, but wouldn't give us that information if it was only speculation. Must have found some sort of evidence looking into abnormal phenomena or things like that.
Oh, the Feast of Shadows.
There it is, our abnormal phenomena. Oh my god, his mouth. He kind of looks like a Muppet right now. Mio, what do you mean?
The person who initiated the curse behind this time, who we've been calling the Mastermind, they might be possessed by a vengeful spirit of the Onmyoji named Ashino, the enemy of Seimon.
Do we have an idea who that could be or where to find them? Like, if you look at them, Mio, would you be able to tell right away?
It's like how I didn't realize that Michio had fused with your consciousness, Yako. Common spirits will leak energy left and right, so I can notice them by just looking carefully. But when spirits of a higher caliber fuse with someone's consciousness, detecting them isn't so simple.
Oh.
I'm sorry, my skills need a lot of work, and I don't have anything else to offer.
Mio, that's not true at all. You're fine. We'll make this work somehow or other.
Thanks.
She's a good girl. Oh, my. Did you meet with Hitomi? Yeah, I met her at the spot I was told. She was acting tough, but I think the incident with Hajime has really shaken up. I briefly explained her situation and had her give Hajime's talisman to me. Oh, wow. Here, this is what you're looking for, right?
Yes, I believe that's it. Thank you so much. Mr. Susumi, about this.
Right, you should hold on to it, Mio. Not like we could use it as is. Try to figure out all we'll need to do once we got both halves together.
Understood. I'll see what I can do.
Ah, I heard you had a curse stone, too.
Yeah, I should give it to you then, right?
Those things really are a pain in the ass. I'll gladly hand it over to you before it starts giving me any crazy ideas. So this is the beckoning light, huh? Alright, it's safe and sound with me. Sorry you won't be able to bring him back.
Don't worry about it. He and I were always prepared for the worst anyways.
What the?
What's wrong?
Damn. The trigger for beckoning light's curse is some serious shit. Oh.
Yeah, I thought so too. That's why I started giving me weird ideas. See what I mean now?
Okay, we gotta see what this is. Kills. Oh yeah, this is the one. Yeah, kills by the curse they possess one who's vague silhouette. So it kills by the curse that they possess. The curse bearer possesses. It kills them with their own curse. And he was killed by Seimon, apparently. How's it work? I'll leave you a note you can read later. We have more important things to worry about now. Right.
Tatsumi-san, does that make it 5 curse stones that you've gathered now?
Should be. I want to get the other 4 into wraps as soon as we can.
Let's see. I have no idea about the Whispering Canal. Someone made off with the one-sided reed which Nejima had.
Yeah, damn shame.
After that, we don't know about the Taiko Sugaru, do we?
So we can assume that curse bearers are still prowling around there with those stones. What a headache. Hopefully we can find them soon. Yeah, we don't actually know who killed Shogo. We never saw who killed us in that one.
Do you know where the other talisman is? Yes, probably. This is Hajime's last job. Finish it for him, okay?
We will.
I guess this is the end of his family line too, huh? People who inherited that talisman before him are already gone.
I like Mayu. She was the one that we were looking for, and then she was trapped, but we saved her. Because we got the fax number, she got it through mysterious psychic readings. I don't know how that happened. And then she called Haruo, and they saved her.
Basically, I don't believe the mastermind behind everything is one possessed by the... I believe the mastermind behind everything is one possessed by the vengeful spirit of the Onmyojo Ashino.
I see.
Is the mastermind also the one who killed Hajime trying to get the records of Fate Yin scroll?
Wait, how did he die anyways? Did they ever say? I don't remember. Was he beaten to death?
So I think it's likely.
So that's how it is, huh? Then I want you to catch them no matter what. She's done talking. She's done talking. He's done talking. You gotta talk. Come to think about it, did old man Ashimiya end up getting away? So words out already, huh? He was cornered but managed to take a hostage and escape, is what I heard on the radio. What happened after that? So that's they're all reporting. Here's what really happened. He was killed?
And the hostage was Susumi's daughter, whose whereabouts are still unknown?
Yep. His daughter showing up was a huge surprise. Even boss couldn't believe it. Damn it. The hell do you expect? No one could have seen that coming. So there's already an emergency search underway for her as a key witness and a suspect. I'll be rejoining the search for her after we're done here.
Key witness and suspect. But wasn't she a hostage? Could she have killed Nejima and fled the scene?
Well, it's just a possibility. If we're talking possibilities, might as well tell them everything. Very likely that Nejima was killed by a curse stone.
What? By a curse bearer? Oh, it's already evening, so the effects of the Feast of the Shadow would be starting to return.
Which makes it likely that a curse was used to kill him. Poss, you're repeating yourself. Try to calm down for a sec.
But that would mean the inspector's daughter is probably a curse bearer, right?
Huh? Did you say something? Maybe I'm losing my hearing in my old age. Boss, you can hear just fine. Don't play the old man card every time you want to get out of something. We even talked about how she might have had the Taiko of Sugaru if that was the case. Did we? My memory's a little hazy. You got a soft spot for your daughter, don't you, Inspector? Grrr. It's a little too close to home now. But either way, we have to find her as soon as possible. That's why we'll be joining the search as soon as we're done here. One more thing, there's a very good chance that his daughter has Shiraishi Michio's talisman.
All the more reason for you to get back to the search. Best of luck.
What the hell has she gotten herself into? Now that's everything we need to chat about. If you don't need anything else, we'll be going back to the search. There actually is one thing. Oh, what's that? Just completely hypothetically. Hypothetically, what if Inspector's daughter was the mastermind? I mean, she's a woman. Seems she was after the talismans. I'm sorry, don't understand what you mean. Boss, come on, we gotta look at the facts.
But that would mean Inspector Tsutsumi would also have to be one of Ashino's descendants.
Oh, right. You're just a normal person, right, Inspector? Unless that's why you're so resistant to the paranormal. Mm-mm. Don't believe I've heard anything about really being related to some onmyoji. Oh. But, well, if you put it like that, being the mastermind, it's possible.
Really?
I say possible, but I mean unlikely. It's what I want to think. Damn it, I don't want to imagine it. Boss, if we're going to consider it, we have to do it properly. No dragging your heels about it. No, it's not that. There's something I never told her. Never wanted to tell her. Truth is, she's not my real daughter. What? 20 years ago, well, it's a long story, but we took her in when she was just a baby.
Do you know anything about her birth parents?
You could say I do, I guess, but really, I don't know anything. What's that supposed to mean? I don't get it. There you go. You heard what I said, didn't you? Just now? About 20 years ago. No, boss, that can't be. I was right, it's the baby that he summoned. Nejima's. That's right. When we arrested Nejima from Kojika, there was a baby at his house on the brink of death. That was my daughter, Tsumi Ayame, though she goes by Tono Ayame now. What? Someone had to take care of her. A baby holds no blame for circumstances she came from. Yeah, see, that's good. Good. But, boss, according to Nejima, that baby is his former lover reincarnated using black magic.
What?
Personally, I think his story's full of bullshit. Oops. According to Nejima, they're gonna tell him, blah, blah, blah.
My goodness.
I kind of figured that was gonna be the baby. Someone had to be. It's hard to believe Nejima's behavior, but could it really be true? I've got a few doubts. We have to question whether Shino woman ever existed in the first place. There are no records of her and no body was found. Her name never came up once during the investigation. But if this woman really existed, I'm skeptical that someone could be reincarnated as a baby through black magic.
I agree. No matter how you look at it, a spell with that effect is hard to believe. Even the supernatural has rules that must be followed. Seems more likely he's deluded himself, not wanting to recognize that a spell he risked his life on failed to work.
That's my thinking too. The more natural conclusion is that the baby is his and Shino's, and that she died in childbirth. As long as we don't know Shino's origins, we have to consider the possibility that she could be a descendant of Ashino. Huh, nothing else, their names are pretty similar. Okay, assuming all of that is true for a moment. Ayame is getting taken away by Nejima and then killing him. That would mean she killed her own father. Calm down, this is all still conjecture. But now that Nejima is dead, we have no means to investigate. So regardless of everything, there's only one thing that matters. She's my daughter. As her parent, I'm responsible for her. Nothing can change that. I understand. All right, we should get back to the search. We'll find her and clear up all of this. Yes, sir. That talisman you young ladies are looking for has something to do with this as well. I'd appreciate it if you could help us find it. So if anything happens, please call the police.
We will. I'm worried about Hitomi, so I'm going to head to where she is. Be waiting to hear some good news from y'all.
Okay, so I opened up that one. Why is Mayu's just dead though? Is there something else I can do here? I guess I never really did see her escape, but I just suspended it.
Okay,
A big show? Wasn't there... a light switch? How did I find the light switch? I did, right? I swear I did. Or is it already on? Oh wait. Oops. I'm pretty sure I need to, like, do something to the vent. Is there any, like, chemicals here that I can touch? I thought there was a note about something. As alkylbenzene, benzalkonium. Yeah, that's the one. Do I still have my mop? Don't worry, guys. I still have my mop. Doesn't have any soul drugs in it. No matter what. Not even gonna think about it. Yeah, so I guess that is just that for now. I feel like there's gotta be something else. Okay, well, we know she's out at least. They're gonna meet. Whoa. Daddy and daughter are meeting. Sumida River. Hey. How long has it been since we saw each other? 3 years? How have you been? I think the last time was when you came to see me after deciding to go to university.
That wasn't because I wanted to see you. I just needed money to pay my tuition.
Ha. Not one to mince words, eh?
You came alone, right?
Yeah. Just me. You make it sound like I'm handing over ransom money for hostages.
I just don't want to get caught, okay?
Never thought I'd see the day that you call the police.
Something I need to see you about.
Well, all right then. Got a lot to talk about, so let's go think through things one by one. The sun is starting to dip down into the horizon. This long day is about to end. Don't have to worry about Nejima's threat anymore, but I'm sure didn't expect this to happen. Man. Is there a sticker? Sticker. Now I have to go back and check for all the stickers I missed. Huh? What was that? Did something just move over there? Oh, what the hell are those idiots doing? Tell them not to come, damn it. Shit, I don't want to know what happened if they can find out. Whatever I do, I gotta keep from looking over there. She sure has changed over the past 3 years. Got more of a grown-up air about her. Hard to believe that same little girl who would get omelet all over her face when we took her out to eat. Wait a minute, is that how far back I have to go for a happy... Ugh. Are we together? Apparently. Wonder if she hates me. That's how far back you have to go for a happy meal. Why are you willing to go so far for the right of resurrection? What do you want with it? And if I told you, you wouldn't understand. You just call me stupid and dismiss the idea completely. Come on, I wouldn't do that. Maybe together we can think of a way for you to get what you want without resurrection. I want to bring back Hokusai Katsushika back to life. Hokusai? What? Hokusai the ukiyo-e painting? The artist that Hokusai? You want to bring him back to life? That'd be quite the feat, huh? That's... You. I heard you liked his art, but why would you do something so stupid? See? Gah. The only time I ever felt there was a place I belonged was when I was immersed in my dreamlike world of ukiyo-e. Though I'm sure you've never noticed. Really? I had no idea. It saved me. She could just learn, do more classes and go see his paintings. Hokusai is the reason I'm still alive today. I didn't know you felt so helpless. You would only realize it now, but it's too late. Feeling sorry won't do either of us any good. Then I'll put this bluntly. Did you kill Najima? And if I did, would you hide me from the police? Well, I don't know if I... That's what I thought. Your job is the only thing you really care about. Well, I mean, ma'am, you committed murder. Yes, I did it. You didn't think he even knew I was a curse bearer. He brought me to those gardens and I realized while he was talking to me that he fulfilled the condition of my curse, so I just gave it a shot. I didn't think it would actually activate. So, there's no going back now. That's not true. You can still make things right before you make them worse. Then let me say it another way. This is my chance and I won't throw it away. Your chance? Yeah, she wants Hokusai to be her new dad. Ma'am, we have a Hokusai figure for sale at Akiba Soul. You should buy it. You have a curse stone, don't you?
She just told us.
I do. You wouldn't happen to feel like handing it over, would you? The police will handle any damages a curse caused now before you do any more wrong with it. I'm not giving it up. Of course not. Me being a curse bearer, are you after my life? That's exactly what I'm here for. I didn't come to chat. We can talk all you want, but as soon as the condition for my curse is met, I'll use it. No hesitation.
I don't actually know what his is because I've never thought to use it as him.
See, he has... Is that the one he has? I think... No, that was the one he first got. So which one did he start with? No, okay, maybe that is the one he has. 'Cause that's the one, yeah, the one guy had. Hydrate? Okay, that's fine. I should hydrate. What else? Hokusai's a good girl. And fake granddaughter. Or do you have more than one? How many curse stones do you have? 3. Not that it matters. Oh, so she's the one who killed Shogo then. 3, huh? That's sad. He was a good boy. He didn't do anything. I'm not handing them over. That's fine, I guess. I'm sorry I couldn't save you from Nejima. Are you hurt? And here it is. That's so like you. What? You're the only mentioning that now? Shouldn't that have been the first thing you asked me? I was just... You're not worried about me? All you care about is yourself. Yeah, you're right. I've been selfish, I know.
Aw, come on, Mr. Tsutsumi. You can do better than that.
He really screwed up there, huh? I guess I should have asked her that first. I'm fine. I managed to get away. Somehow or another. Right, I'm glad. How is she? Yasuko, I mean. No, I haven't kept in touch with her. Been on my own this whole time.
Sure you've reached out to her, though, haven't you?
I did call her this morning, actually, just to make sure she was safe. Been running out all over the place looking for you. Sounds like she's fine to me. Did you contact her after I called the police to tell her you'd heard from me? I did not. Tisk, tisk. Well, I've heard you're into nightlife and staying out late these days. Didn't want her to worry her more than she already has. You're one to talk.
From the moment I heard about the rite of resurrection, I knew that it was my destiny. This is all I could ever accomplish. I'll die happy.
You're really serious about this. Did Nejima say anything to you?
He said a lot of bad things about you, that's for sure.
Yeah, not surprised there.
So I said a lot of bad things about you back. I didn't want to be outdone.
Harsh.
In that sense, I felt just a little like he was my kindred spirit.
No, kindred spirit. What are you talking about? He's a dangerous criminal.
But I'm a murderer now too, aren't I? Maybe we're not so different.
No, you're different.
Am I?
Well, maybe not that different.
But at least you're honest.
I know I haven't been the best father, but I wonder of all the fathers in the world, are there any who wouldn't cover for their child if they commit a crime?
How should I know? You're the detective here. You must have seen plenty of cases like that.
Yeah, plenty of parents take the fall for their children or give them a place to hide. As a person, it's wrong, but maybe as a parent, it's the right thing to do.
I don't know. But I think having a father like that would make it easier to go for him for advice if I did something wrong. Maybe there's a sense of security knowing that no matter what happened, you'd have at least one person on your side.
I see. So that's what it would take to be on your side. I can't do that.
That's okay. I wasn't really expecting you to.
Ma'am, you killed a person. So Nejima really didn't tell you anything?
Not really, no.
Can I ask you one thing? Do you know anything about the talisman Michio Shiraishi had?
Shiraishi Michio?
From the car crash you were in with that Namagaki guy.
Oh, with Yutaro? Yeah, I was there.
Yutaro? That sounds like... So you and him were... I mean...
Not really. He was kind of a boring guy.
What? You're serious? But he said...
You're getting off track. Tsutsumi-san, the talisman. Get back the talisman.
We shouldn't have relied on him for this. Well, if you don't plan on seeing him again, it doesn't matter. But with a hit-and-run case on top of everything, you're really in deep.
Is that really what you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, I mean, no. Tell me about the talisman. You take it from the scene.
You mean this?
That's it.
Picked up at the scene of the crash. I didn't want to leave fingerprints behind.
That's all? There's really no other reason? What's a big deal? Is it really that special? This whole thing? Yeah, it's really important. Would you mind giving it to me?
Important? For what?
For putting a stop to the curses of the 7 mysteries.
Oh. So that means if I give you the talisman, I won't be able to use the right.
Then no way. I'm definitely keeping it. I screwed that one up. Tsutsumi-san, you really can't do any better than that?
Come on, the talisman.
Will you give me the talisman? What? No way. I can't lose the right. But I know black magic, right? Way to do it. I think I've let you talk long enough. Mind letting me have a turn? By all means. You're hiding something. You're hiding something from me, aren't you? I'm going to tell her I am, because otherwise I will die. Well, sure. I can't live as long as I have without having a secret or two. Of course you try to dodge the question. Now then, let me tell you about my curse stone. The Taiko of Tsugaru works. What? My curse bludgeons to death anyone I find out is hiding something from me. If you try to cover something that I know is true, I'll be able to use my curse on you. With that in mind, can I ask you one more thing? I get it. Why you wanted to see me. Then let me tell you one thing first. Evergreen Beach has a similar condition. I can use my curse on anyone who tells me a lie. What? How is that fair? And you'd use your curse on me? As an officer of the law, it is inexcusable, but as a parent with a duteous child, I have no other choice. Are you threatening me? Do you really think that's enough to convince me to do as you say? I don't want to use it either, but for your sake, I suggest you try not to lie. Go ahead then. If I lie, then so be it. Okay, I'm going to ask. If you try to hide it now, you really will die. Am I your real daughter? I'm just a baby you picked up to replace your stillborn, aren't I? You could never bring me to tell who my real parents were, so you kept hiding it. Still too much of a coward to tell me, huh? You don't like the truth, so you won't admit it. My real parent is the man I was just with. Ayame! Is that all you have to say? I only have one answer for you. You are honestly and truly our daughter. Nothing more, nothing less. Even now, you're still trying to hide it. Why are you really that stupid? Ah! Oh, it did work. Boss! Why is your pride worth dying for? Oh my god. But he didn't lie. He didn't. He considers her his daughter. Should have known. Why go this far to hide it? Ayame, listen. Huh? You're how? Ayame, be proud no matter what happens. You are our precious daughter. No way, how are you still alive? I don't know what piece of shit Najima filled your head with. But you're not Shino. And you're not Ashino either. You're a daughter, Tsumi Ayame. Alright, I guess it's Tono now. Well, that's fine too. Tsumi, Tono, both will always be a part of who you are. Why are you doing this? That's not true. The curse proves that it's not. Sure, you probably don't have any memories of us playing together. And I did leave everything at home to your mom, and I was barely ever there for you. Even so, when I was working, no matter how grisly a crime scene I was at, all I ever wanted was for you to grow up to be happy. That's it. Why say all of this now? So do one last thing for me. I want you to tell me the truth too. If you lie to me now, I'm taking you with me. Stop! I can't! Mastermind behind all this, the one who awakened the curse of the 7 mysteries in order to use her right. Wasn't you, was it? No, I wouldn't even know how to do that. Picking up Shiraishi Michio's talisman was just coincidence, right? Huh? Yeah, I already told you that. Ah, good. Hearing that, I can rest easy. You're nothing like Nejima. You can stand on your own two legs. You can keep living without escaping into a fantasy. I mean, she's trying to revive Hokusai. I don't think that's really the same. You can hate me. You can dream all the crazy dreams you want. Just don't ever stop trying to do good. You're a victim of your curse too. It's not too late to atone for the hit and run for using the curse. Don't run away. You can still make things right. I know you can, because you're my daughter. And after that, just live the best life that you can. Dad! Boss! He is. It's kind of weird that he was such a bad dad if he's like this. Wait, does that mean that we have all 9 of the curse stones now, though? That day at 6:18 p.m., Tono Ayame was taken into custody. Tsutsumi Tetsuo's death was confirmed at the same time. 5 curse stones possessed by Tsutsumi, as well as the 3 given up by Ayame, lost their curse bearers. This temporarily extinguished their spirit power, allowing Mio Kurosuzu to obtain them and seal them away without difficulty. The yin talisman possessed by Tono Ayame was recovered and entrusted to Kurosuzu Mio as well. Thus, any massacre that could potentially be caused by this iteration of curses was prevented before it could ever happen. Or so it seemed. Ho ho ho! Sorry for keeping you out so late, Mio. I can't take my mind off the curse bearer who was never found.
Oh, it's no problem for me. I usually work at night anyway. Did you see Yako home safely?
Yep, we sent her home in a patrol car earlier. Apparently she put up quite a fuss saying she wanted to see things through to the end.
Thank you. The Feast of Shadows was starting to take effect, so it would have been dangerous.
Sticker! 8 p.m. with no one around. This place is as silent as a grave. No one wants to go out at night in these parts after everything that's happened over the past 2 days. You mean Shogo? He's supposedly dead, but I don't know.
Oh.
What's wrong?
Next is Detective Ariel?
What? I can't get my mind off the Whispering Canal and who the mastermind was. We have to deal with that thing before I can worry about any of that. So going with the 2 talisman, have you figured out the location of the records of Fate Yin Scroll?
I have, more or less. When combined the contents of the 2 talisman, they formed a seal which could be undone. The thing inside the talisman that looked like scraps of wood were actually a tiny scroll, kept folded up by the seal.
Who would have thought that the talisman actually contained the scroll itself? So that's the Yin Scroll then. What's it say?
Well, there's one more seal we have to undo to open the scroll. It's giving me trouble, so I was actually hoping you could help me out.
Okay, unlocking the seal. Got it. Sure thing. I don't know what I'll be able to do, but let me at it.
Wow, I didn't expect you to be so eager to help. It's oddly reassuring.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
There are 5 seals holding the scroll shut. I think we have to remove them in the correct order. Each seal has a different design. A carp, a light, a beech leaf, a taiko drum, and a reed.
Remove the 5 seals in the right order. Okay, if we get it wrong, it's going to, go boom.
Huh? No, we'll just have to try again.
I tested it once already. Oh my god. You already tried it yourself. So brave. So is it the order of... Oh my god. Ow. That's new. Hold on a second. What the hell? Okay, so my microphone literally fell off onto me. I rescrewed it back in. Okay, anyways. That's the carp, is the Whispering Canal. A carp, a light, a beach, a taiko, and a reed. So probably the light, right? Yep. Oops. Carp, beach, that's pretty easy, right? A taiko, and a reed.
Can I doubt that the curses for the rice have already been unleashed? I think there's a hint opening it hidden in something related to the curses. Just let me know when you're ready.
Guess it makes sense for such an important document to be sealed tight. I'd have to talk things over at Mio if I get stuck. Remove the 5 seals. Does it say what time when they all happened? No. That's also a lantern. I'm literally just making this up. I have no idea. Okay, that's what I was checking.
I don't think that was right.
Nope, no good.
It won't explode or anything, so we might as well give it a try.
Oh, see. Okay. I... I mean, I guess we could just go with the obvious order. I don't think this is right, though. This feels way too easy, right? Oh, wait. Is the beach actually before Tiger? But we did that, right?
Recognize any of the things on the seals? They look sort of familiar. Something like that in our file.
I see. Okay. Wait, what? I mean, they look like the... I don't get this. I feel like that one is first, though. Oh, if you do it in the order we got them, I think it was this? Or the order that they're in the character thing, I don't know. Which one did she have? Oops. He had the Reed. So then it would be Reed and then Tycho? Oh, Mio, give me some hints. They do. Some order to... Yeah, I tried that. I don't know what the order of them is. But how do we know the order of them then? It doesn't specifically say, like, it's... I did them in the order that they're in. That one is the scary one, man. No, I wanted to see the story chart, but I don't think that's right either. What do you guys think? What if we go by order of location? Okay, so because Kin's body is the fish. Honji. Was something officially used to be known as there? Hanzhou family. Hoanji. So it's a temple. Once to the side of Sugaru, so that's Sugaru. Soap. Okay, so beckoning light was while walking on the road near it's near a temple. So the beach is former Yasuda, right? I don't know why I was acting like I didn't know that. Taiko is Midori Choko. So Yasuda, Midori Choko. Ryugoku, and then south. See, that's just it. If it's a light, it could be this lantern, right? Too. If we're going by the main characters, though, it's not that one. It's this one. So with that, we have Reed would be first. Well, I guess in that case, I should just assume it's her family. So it'd go Reed, Carp, Beach, Taiko, and then Light. Let's try that. Reed, Carp, Beach, Taiko, and Light. God damn it. I spent so much time on that one too. I feel like I'm almost done with this game, but I want to get this. You guys have any thoughts? It's gonna be something really dumb. Yeah, that's what I thought too. that all I have for 21? That seems so little. I don't know, guys. Do you have a thought? Ah! Oh my god. Hokusai, what did you do? Have you drawn all of these? Arr. Oh, why would you leave in the most opportune? I'm trying to figure out. I hear myself. I'm scared. I'm almost done. I just want to finish this puzzle. Oh, Detective Doge says brute force. I know there's a clue in here. Did I not get enough information? What else do I not have? What is 23? That's probably what I need. Damn it, I missed one. Look at my birds. Yeah, see, it gives you a hint of where to find them. Approach the nest, jackpot. Among the morning green. I gotta go find the rest of these at the end, too. I'm not missing that many, at least. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. I guess I could just call it here for tonight. It's already been 2.5 hours. So many birds. Yeah, it's important. You gotta collect the birds. So I know it's something to do with that, but I guess I didn't get all the information about it, which probably is what I'm missing. I wonder where I missed that one was. I can't save over that one. That's too mean. Yeah, I think I'll call it here though, and then not tomorrow, next time I play, that way I'll be able to be back on maybe thinking better, a lot of stuff, and figure out what this clue is, because I think it might be the one I don't have. That's okay though. I'm probably almost done with this game too, which is kind of the disappointing part. It's like so close. But yeah, thank you guys for coming. I will hopefully clear this game finally next time. Unless one of you guys secretly knows about birds. No, that's not what I'm looking for. All right, so go here. Okay, well, I look for somebody to, to raid. Let's go ahead and outro. Yeah, okay, this is a good one. We're gonna raid Somebody who's playing another game similar with some similar thoughts to this, I think, or maybe not. Yeah, it's black because there's nothing there. It ended. It's over. All right, we're gonna go raid firearm. 行くわよ. See you next time. またね.